Hello and welcome back. My name is Herman the German, and this is a new day in the same story. What is this chapter? Episode 3, The Shop? I don't know. Maybe I've been reading too much, and all these characteristics are on the top of my mind. But today, I think it's time we get the shop up and running. If you don't recognize a path, that's because we built it on screen. Right over here is the path that leads to our base, and if we turn around, right on this hillside is where we're gonna put the shop. And we finally have the Christmas tree up. It's not finished yet, but it'll be pretty. I'm thinking of carving out this side of the hill, and then we can have a custom terraformed cliff face that'll look really good. But we are gonna have to raise the ground and level it out to put the shop here. Sorry I don't have any footage of building the path, as it was my first stream. I didn't really know what I was doing, so I didn't get much actual recording done. Now, we do have to get a few chores done around the house. What I'm doing here allows the furnace to have a constant intake of coal, but in our case we're going to use lava buckets and a constant intake of what we're going to be smelting, so whenever it's rendered in, it'll be working for us, and all the proceeds will be going into the little barrel down there. We do need some more storage, so we're gonna have one chest for the shop and one for construction goods. And until we can really get a good storage system at the Forever House, this is gonna have to do it. Or we'll just continue to spam chests around the base. I've already started to fill this up with stuff we're going to use to help build the shop, like the moss and the spruce wood, and that white stuff that spawns around the geode that I still don't know the name of. And since we don't have a constant supply of gunpowder, I'm going to sell a few things beforehand. Paper, books, and moss, all going by either the stack or a couple stacks. The moss we need so that we can stock the shop, and right here I'm going to make a little indoor little farm for wheat so that we can breed up the cows and get more leather for the books, because the little teeny tiny farm next to the river is not cutting it. I keep having to steal Oliver's. But first, let's terrain for the shop. For the shop, I did want people to be able to look at it and take just from the color scheme, know it's ours. So I'm using the same spruce, the same geode stuff, and I'm going to use the purple glass and the moss roof, and we're going with the same witch hut aesthetic thing, except I'm making it circular, like real witch huts. At least what I imagine a witch's hut to look like. Block palette, that's the word. Following the same block palette. A nice little gradient for the floor helps the aesthetic. I tried making it 2 blocks tall, but it was just too short, so we're making it 1 taller, and then we're going to start on the roof. I think the reason why I'm so obsessed with the idea of a big old tower is because I'm on the sixth book of the Dark Tower series by Stephen King. It's actually the 7th book of the series I've read, because the Wind Through the Keyhole is a prequel, so I read that in the series as the timeline progressed, but it was written later on. Either way, it's because of that I'm so obsessed with the tower. Now it's time for the roof. We're just going to do a little moss circle around here, and then we're going to build it up from the top. I can't describe enough how I would recommend the Dark Tower series to anyone. Actually, my book, The Gunslinger, is the first novel in the series, and it was given to me by my teacher. And oh my goodness, to give a kid a book and it means he has to read 7 more, I don't know if that's like a punishment or a gift. Either way, for me it was a gift, but you might think different. I know it sounds like I'm complaining, but like, when I say 7 more, it sounds like nothing at all, but the one I just finished was 930 pages long. I wouldn't give up the experiences I have from reading that book for anything, though. Okay, that's a lie, but a good lot of things. It's very important to me. I very, very much enjoy it, and you should too. So go read The Dark Tower. I dare you. Triple dog dare ya. Well, that's not supposed to be there. Anyways, so for the Dark Tower series, you get to follow a cowboy while he takes a super long cross-universe hike, and he's awesome. And then he turns a bunch of New York people into cowboys as well. Oh my god. There's also demons, robots, vampires. So I wanted an azalea tree to lean over the side of the building where the door is, and it's pretty much just going to be a fancy side holder. We're going to have some of those chains going down, and then we're going to have the new hanging sides adding to do it. I love these new azalea leaves. I don't know. Wait, how old are they? It's probably like... It can only be like a year or two old. For the paper, I'm kind of gonna throw a low ball and say a diamond for 2 stacks. And for the moss, I'm kind of on the border, but I think 3 iron will work well. Over here is where we're going to have the books and the gunpowder, and I think 5 diamonds a stack will be great for the rockets, and 8 for a stack will be good for the books, because books are so expensive. It's for a stack of books, it's 3 stacks of paper and a stack of leather. Yeah. I don't even have enough for 2 stacks of paper right now. I'll put in what I can, but then come back when I have enough. And since this is a witch's hut and we kind of live in a witch's hut, I am thinking a little bit of a ripoff here. But witches are us. It's such a ripoff. Everybody's done an R Us store before. It doesn't seem like our neighbors are having the best time. At least the lava's gone. So I'm digging some of this out so that we have more room to work on the terraforming for the cliff face underneath where the shop is. The farms we built at the start of the episode have paid off and built up. Well, this was actually the last episode, but the farm upstairs has finally grown up so that we can harvest that. It was either 1 full stack or 2 full stacks of wheat. But we also have the lava generator on the other side to fill up the furnace so that we don't have to harvest coal all the time. It's just so helpful. One little problem is our sugarcane farm is not going to fund our paper needs, so I'm going to have to build an automatic sugarcane farm. Yeah, that's the right phrase. And for that, we need quartz for observers. So I thought you would come with me along for the first time into the Nether in this series. Of course, I forgot to wear any gold at all, or any armor, period. All of mine is broken by now. We spawned in a basalt delta, like always, and I thought it would be a little rude to dig in somebody's tunnel, so I had to leave. Now, I had a good bit of time and footage to put together for the building of this sugarcane farm, but here's it in a little montage. Now, this is right across the river from our house, and I'm hoping to build over here because this is where I want the forever base to be. And if we have more farms over here and more stuff in general, then we will spend more time. So putting in more work, putting more builds down, and eventually finishing the base faster. And the way this farm works is once the sugarcane hits the observer, it triggers all the pistons, which break down the 5 blocks of sugarcane on that side. And underneath the floor, we have hopper minecarts that bring it over to another hopper that leads it to a double chest, which is not uncovered from the dirt yet, but it'll be in just a second here. In a frustrating chain of events, I have gotten blown up 4 times while building this. On another note, the reason it's so bland and chunky, not well detailed, is because this is just supposed to be covered up so nobody else finds it and robs it until we can build our forever base around it. Because I don't want our forever base to be this like clean. Now, I am far too lazy to fit this all in one video, so I'm thinking of saving the cliff face until next time. And that concludes my video for today, folks. Thank you so very much for watching. I had a wonderful time. I think I've been trying to improve my my videos a lot, and I'm really learning a ton, so much from trying to do this little Let's Play. Anyways, my name is Herman German, and you have a wonderful rest of your day.